Which generation of love songs would you say is better?
90s.
Come on.
90s or 2000s?
We done.
You ain't let me get the question.
90s.
It's the 90s.
The 90s?
The
90s.
Easy, just like that?
Easy,
Oh,
easy.
it's a couple of
You don't even
early
wanna do it.
2000s, but the
No.
90s.
90s.
Oh,
ain't
Jodeci, come on.
Come and talk to
Come
me.
on, babe.
Come on out, yeah.
They want to meet you, girl.
Tell them, babe. Oh,
So
don't wanna do
that was
this.
y'all
Yeah.
love growth phase. I can
Yeah.
Come on, man. 90s all day, man.
Yeah, it was
I don't even play
good.
around with this, man. Like,
It was a good
90s,
time.
man. I can go down the list.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of a very special episode of the Check-In with Black Menswear. And I'm your host, NeAndre Broussard, founder and CEO of Black Menswear. I'm back with my brother Chance and my sister Tabitha Brown. And you don't know, from the Check-In podcast, we've realized that ain't nobody gonna check in on us but us, so we're gonna use our platform to do that. Now, last time we had the conversation with you guys, we talked a lot about cultural representation, feeding back into the community, understanding how you can walk with freedom and be in those spaces. Now, I really want to talk about how y'all exude love, because one thing about Black love, y'all carry it with you every single day. And so kudos to you guys for that. Now, we always open up with the question about what's your favorite quote, but I got it from you last episode, so I'll go ahead and bypass that with this episode.
Okay.
But I do want to ask a question, right? And it kind of leads into what we talked about last episode around how you walk into a room and how you carry yourself as a couple. Y'all did something really amazing that I liked. Y'all came out with a couple fragrance.
Yes.
Right.
I meant to bring some for you. When I walked in, I
That's
said,
okay.
Lord, I
I'll
left
give you
the
my
bag.
address. You can send me
Yes,
some.
I know. But you know, we should have had you smell it here and things.
I loved how you designed the bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching you on HSN talk about a warm embrace between the bottles.
Yeah.
And like that for me, when you talked about that, I said, oh, wow. It's big. It's way more than the fragrance than that. It truly is about companionship and partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to ask, I mean, build businesses together. And I'm going to start with you because, Chance, it's one thing to be a husband. It's another thing to be a supportive husband. Mm-hmm. And you talked about on the last episode how you use your wife's influence at times to help
Right.
other businesses.
Yeah.
How is it to go and to work together and support one another? Take the ego out of it, because the ego don't matter when you build a legacy.
Right.
How is that to have husband and wife team like you guys? Like just kind of give me some insight there.
Well, you just said it. It makes it easy for me as long as it speaks to our legacy. As long as it does not jeopardize that, which is really important to me. I care what my kids see.
Mm-hmm.
I care about what their kids will one day see and what we leave behind them. Everything that we do, I think we're united in that. So it makes it a whole lot easier for us.
Yeah.
That is always, I think, our number one thing. You know, we like getting bread like everybody else. We want that money. We want a great life. We want
Sure.
everything.
Sure.
But we've also turned away money if it did not represent the Brown household.
Absolutely.
A lot of money.
Absolutely.
So it's
They
got
believe
to
it,
be, and it's got to be something that represents the people who raised us
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to. We're not going to embarrass our folks.
Yeah.
We're going. You know what I mean. So I think that makes it to me. It's always easy. It's like, you know, we may go back and forth about that don't smell good. You know, but all the other stuff has been fairly easy in terms of business. I'm usually the one on the platforms asking people, why not look to your partner as your first business partner?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that don't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
All money in,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
All money in.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. To me, it's easy. We were uniformed in the bottles, like you said. That was something that we tapped into from. What was that? It was like in our early,
our
we used to see those
childhood.
statues.
Yeah. Right. Oh
in
yeah.
people's
Yeah.
houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You would see those sculptures,
Mm-hmm.
and
The 90s, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
late 80s, early 90s.
yeah, we was like, man, what if we could turn that into the fragrance bottle,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
and then do something for the culture with, which is the thing that I'm the most proud of with our bottles is my wife's fro being
Come
on.
is on the
Donna,
top.
Donna
Yeah.
pulled up
Yeah.
today, but y'all
Yeah.
know. Okay. Yeah.
So it was easy, you know, it was easy.
Yeah.
What would you say?
Everything you said. You know, we are very adamant about building a brand on love.
Yeah.
there's really not a brand that's built on love, right? With a couple. And that's what we wanted to do. And we wanted to share like our love through fragrance to start it. But, you know, the way my brain thinks, you know, I'm already like, I want to build an empire with my husband. You know, I've been in partnership with many people, many corporations. And there's always something that comes up where it's like, can I trust it?
Yeah.
But there's never that with my husband.
Yeah.
I always know I'm in a safe space. I always know he ain't out to get me. I ain't never got to second guess it, right?
For sure.
It's no place like home.
Yeah.
We got a good balance of workaholic and
Can you guess who is who?
And the person, like, I'm the person like, hey, you need to take a break.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
You be like, hey, you doing too much.
And that's balance.
That is balance.
That's balance.
That
So
is
it makes it
balance.
easy.
Yeah. And I just love to hear the mutual respect that goes into relationships. A lot of times you see business turn families apart. But I think a lot of that comes from not being able to have conversations with each other to where if there is a conflict, you go through conflict resolution. Well, it's all about the money. At that point, is it?
Yeah.
You know, at that point, like you said, we're going to turn some dollars away if we're going to make sure that we're going to save our relationship, save our marriage.
Yeah.
You know, if it ain't good for us, spiritually or together, it's probably not good for the business either.
That's right.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. You know, the mentality that I have, although we're trying to build a huge empire, right? I think about when you hear mom and pop stores, those are family businesses that are in the communities for years, generations and generations, that never broke the family apart, right? So I think when we hear about families breaking apart in business, it's because it got too big and we forgot what the goal was.
Right.
Like for us, it's like, we're building it, the foundation is love. The foundation ain't money. We use the money to get it started, but we wouldn't have the money without our love.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to remember what the root is. Built with a solid foundation that means something other than financial gain, and the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah. Nah.
And we're big on freedom too. So
Yeah.
we don't have that mind frame. And I'm so thankful for this that, and it didn't even cross my mind until I heard my wife talking the other day. She was on the stage at the Invest Fest. We don't have that mind frame that our kids have to run our businesses. It's just we built because we're freedom people. We're like, nah, you live your life. This is what we wanted to do, but we're doing this so you can have more advantages towards getting to your freedom, right? And you have an appreciation for it. But we don't have the mind frame that
You have to carry this on.
We started this fragrance business, and you have to carry it on. We're more like-minded in the sense that the business is for us, so our families can be provided for and have more opportunities. Yeah.
I mean, that's the power of building together, working together. It's one of the things where I can leave it to you if you want it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have, you know.
You don't have to have it.
I've already put a little nest egg to.
You have an
away for y'all.
option.
You have options.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times that's all people need is an option.
Options.
Yeah,
You feel
for sure.
stuck when you ain't got options.
For sure.
Generational wealth is options.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, for y'all, everything's peachy. You never have an argument.
No, we didn't say that.
I don't know who told you that lie, baby. 27 years. You don't get to 27 years without no arguments, honey.
How do y'all get through those moments? Because you know, there's sometimes, and I think about my relationship with my wife. There's sometimes where your blood boil, but you get through it.
Yeah.
And how do you guys typically get through those kind of things? Do you have any recommendations for people that are younger in relationships or exploring, you know, potentially getting married? How could you give some advice to somebody that's young to understand it's ebbs and flows? There are ups and downs, just like everything else in life.
Yes.
But your partner is supposed to be the person that you can make it through with. What kind of advice do y'all have for young couples?
Give each other space.
Yeah.
Space and grace.
Space and grace.
Space and grace.
That's
right.
It. And understand that you didn't get with your partner for them to stay the same.
Yeah.
You didn't get with your partner. I think sometimes that's what gets under our skin is that this ain't what it used to be. This ain't how I met you.
Yeah.
This ain't, now you are enslaving your partner. You're caging your partner. You're telling your partner you can't grow. And I think that is usually the root of most of our problems. You may not like what the change necessarily suggests, but I think that when you start to open up space for people to change, usually communication happens before that. Like, hey, babe, I've been thinking about, what do you think about this? And you learn not to be threatened by it. It makes it easier. It don't happen overnight, though. You know what I mean? That's why I paused a little bit, because I'm always hesitant on giving people advice about marriage, because people always lead with communication. And it ain't that simple. It ain't that simple. Right. So I want to be careful and really give thought before I answer that question. And usually it's just, it revolves around change. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in the physical. It's going to happen in the spiritual. It's going to happen. It's going to happen whether you want it to or not. And if you married a person and I think you're looking for, you'll always have a familiar thing with your partner. Like, I still see the same woman, right? That or the same, I met her in 8th grade. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was dating her in the 8th grade.
Before that, but okay.
I met her in the 5th grade, but I was dating her in the 8th grade. I met her with an attractive eye in the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying?
I started looking different to him, okay?
So I can always see that. You get what I mean?
Right.
But of course, I don't want to be married to that 8th grade version of her.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a little complex, but I think in the simplest form, if you are, what I would say is just know the change is going to happen. Give your partner space and grace. And I think a lot of it will work itself out. And as long as y'all's overall, your end game is never threatened, I can get past most things now. Some things ain't even worth arguing about. I'm like, I get pissed off just like anybody else, and I'm like, this woman. But if I get too hot, I start thinking down the road, like, nah, we still on the same page at that thing, but we hitting a little hurdle with this little thing right here. You get what I mean? And and then I can get over it. I can get over it, and if I feel myself that I can't get over it, those are one of those things where it's like, hey, look, this gonna be a little tit for tat right here. It's gonna be a little tit for tat, but we gonna get through it. We gonna get through it. We gonna get through it.
I think something you said is really important. You know, when you was like, okay, we're on the same page there. I think it's important to know that sometimes you will not be on the same page, but as long as you remember y'all in the same book,
same end game.
You might be in chapter 1, they might be in chapter 4, because we all grow differently. We, age differences, men and women, we all go through different phases of life.
That part right there.
Right? So we have to remember that, like, okay. And it's also important that we love naturally, liking who you're with, remembering like the big picture is like, this is my person. So that's where you find the grace. They going through something. I don't really like what they're going through right now. Let me focus on me so I can be better for myself. So when I can show up for them again when they need me, I can. Sometimes it's less about what they're going through and more about what you need to do while they're going through that. I remember for a very long time, I focused more on him than I did on myself. That caused a lot of issues, because it's like, no, girl, you need something to do. Right? And vice versa. Right? You don't be focused on me all the time. You need to work on you, right? So then when we come in together, we stronger and better. We have a better understanding of what we want, what we need, and how to communicate that. Because a lot of times we don't know how to say that. We get uncomfortable with saying, my needs have changed.
And a lot of times we feel like, I shouldn't have to say that. Yes, you should.
Ain't nobody psychic in a relationship.
You should know.
You know?
Yeah, that one right there for us is men. I know where it's like, hey, I shouldn't have to say that, man.
And women too, babe. We be the same.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, you do. You need to say that. Like, you need to say that. But before you say that, figure out how you say it right,
so it can land correctly.
Say it right.
You're right, babe.
And those are things that come over time. That ain't. So when I'm dealing with when young people ask me for advice, that's why I'm hesitant. I'm like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. It's a lot for me to just sum up and be like, now you're gonna have.
And then go about your way.
And
Okay.
then,
One thing go.
and then I like to put the thing at the end of it and be like, don't let these podcasts and these
Right.
videos fool you. We
Yeah.
still have problems too.
Absolutely.
Problems don't just go away.
Right.
Like they just a different problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And you handle it differently for different reasons.
Yeah.
But for the same reason, because you're on the end game is the same. You get what I mean? So it's very complex, and it ain't just one thing that you're gonna say boom and all marriages, all couples do this and this works.
Yeah.
It ain't like that. Know your. What did we hear this weekend? I heard it the other day on my man, and he was like, "Their system ain't your system.
Yeah.
My system may not work for you."
All relationships are not created equal.
Correct.
Right, so you can't look at what somebody else does and think,
Yeah.
oh,
Right.
well, they do it like this. Don't ever compare your relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to figure out what works for you. You know, that's really it.
Yeah.
Speaking of comparing relationships, which generation of love songs would you say is better?
90s.
Come on.
90s.
2000s.
We done.
You ain't let me get the question.
90s.
It's the 90s.
The 90s.
The
90s.
Easy, just like that.
Easy,
Oh,
easy.
it's a couple of
You don't even
early
wanna do it.
2000s, but the
No.
90s, oh,
ain't talking.
Jodeci, come on.
Come and talk to
Come
me.
on, babe.
Come on out,
I
yeah.
really want to meet you, girl.
Tell them back. Oh,
So
don't wanna do
that was
this.
y'all. That was y'all
Yeah.
love growth phase. I can
Yeah.
Come on, man. 90s all day, man.
Yeah, it was
I don't even play
good.
around with this, man. Like,
it was a good
90s,
time.
man. I can go down the list. You got Joe, you got Jodeci, you got Drew Hill. I could
Yeah.
go. I could run
Boys
down
to
the list.
Men,
Come
like
on now, Donnell
H-Town.
Jones.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Listen, I'm talking. Go down the list, man.
Black
I can go.
Street.
Black Street,
Oh.
man. Can I get a kiss, man?
Oh,
Come on, man. Don't
what a
do
time
this.
to be
The
alive.
list
Don't
keep
do
going
this,
on
man.
and on and
You
on.
What a
don't wanna
time
do
to be
this.
alive,
Michael
being in
Jackson even
love.
came back with some stuff.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. Yo,
Yeah.
we
was
got
good.
it. Hey, man, H-Town, somebody rocking,
That's
knocking.
what I
That's what I'm
said.
talking about.
Shy,
Man, I
Silk.
can go down.
Yeah.
We can go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see,
Hey.
you see how we hit you with that? We are music people.
Okay.
Yes.
For
Yeah,
sure.
we music
Yeah.
people.
For
We
sure,
yeah,
for sure.
we got that. That's in us.
So you have children
Yeah.
that are how old are they now? They
One just turned 30.
One just turned 24.
One just turned 24, and then we got a 13-year-old.
Our baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
So finally, 13 getting out the nest. Are you looking forward to being empty nesters?
No.
No. What face? You said my baby's gonna be gone. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the girls grew up on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally just now been okay with that at 24 and 30,
Yeah.
right? But 13, you know, them the girls. I think because I'm a girl, I'm like, oh, we know how to survive in the world.
Yeah.
My husband can't survive without me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm raising my son. I'm like, he need his mama.
Yeah.
He need me.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to holding on to these last 5 years because it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
I enjoy my kids being home.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy being a mom, and that's my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last,
Yeah,
my last one.
Nah, my son is everything to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my girls, and I think here recently, with seeing them in their adult lives, like real, like just this past weekend, it kind of did something to me where it's like, man, y'all not little girls no more. I was, and I raised them differently, right, than my son, because life was different, and
You're a different man.
it was a different man. So I raised them hard. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
We had it hard.
well, I had to.
Yeah.
For survival reasons, and felt confident like, no, y'all got it, right? You know what I'm saying? But this new version of parenting and where we at, and with my son, and then with, I don't know, it's a different kind of thing. I'm not looking forward to the day. I'm looking forward to the day that I can feel confident about him.
Right.
Yeah,
But I have a different kind of anxiety because he's a young black man.
Yeah.
that's right.
And I'm oftentimes concerned that I'm doing enough, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and preparing them. So the idea still scares me. Like, man, I I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing enough. I always felt like I could be doing more. I didn't teach him this. Did I discipline him the right way with this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm always second guessing, because there is a difference between that young black man and my girls.
Daughters,
It is. So I ain't looking forward to it. But
I have two boys. I have a 11-year-old and 10-year-old.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that story. My wife was pregnant with the second son, and we found out it was a boy. She actually cried because she said, I got to raise two of them to go out into this world that don't love them. Yeah. And that was the thing. Like, so now what we do for them, and we try to give those boys everything, expose them to everything, let them see everything, because we also don't want them to feel as though the world is against them. They understand it though, right? Yeah. They understand, because we have to put those in them. But to that end, how can I make sure that you set yourself up mentally in a space that you can go and you can be free? Right. You can have that, the cultural resonance and walk humbly and proud at the same time in all these different circles. But you're right, it's different with young black men.
It's different.
It's
scary and exciting, right? Because, the fear is there because we know what the world is when it comes to our men. Yeah. The excitement is that it is still forever changing, and men are doing great things. Like, I'm sitting here with two amazing men, you know what I mean? So I get excited about who he's going to be in the world. And I feel positive about the impact he will make one day. He knows he's a king, right? And so take up his space boldly and proudly. Yeah. So, but yeah, he 13. I can't believe it. I made a post this morning. I woke up thinking about him. I said, Lord, because he be in that gym. He's so focused on, working out and playing basketball. He going to the 8th grade next week. And I'm like, dang, this is the last year of middle school. And my baby is going to high school next year. That blows my mind, how fast it just came and went. He taller than me, much taller than me. He hit 6 feet plus, and it's wonderful to witness. Yeah.
What and we're coming to a close on this part 2 of this episode. I want to ask you guys, what is one thing that you would tell your children about the life that's coming for them, right? Not necessarily like a word of and I'm sure you guys do this all the time. Like I'm sure you affirm and you pour into your children. But what's one thing that you would tell your children that could just help them continue to go through day by day? Because I ask you that on this platform because there are some children that don't have strong parents such as you guys. And so what's one word of advice that you can give to them hearing this as some motivation? Just keep going, keep thriving. Yeah. You're still young. You got a lot of time in front of you. What's one piece of advice you would give?
The one thing that if you ask my kids that I say consistently, be selfish with your life. They all, when any conversation about what they can do for me, for dad to be proud, it's not about success. It ain't about achievements. I just want you to prioritize yourself and be selfish with the time that you've been given on this earth. That's what I always tell them.
Yeah, he does. He consistent with that. Yeah. I would tell them that, hard times are going to come. No matter how great life is, there will always be conflict. There will always be some tough times. Some painful things will lie ahead of us, all of us. But the great thing about it all is that it's our assignment that God trusted us with, right? So that means you were built for it. You're going to get through it, and you're going to keep on going.
I love it. I'm going to ask y'all one more question.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it's all said and done, all the products, all the time on television, you talked about it a lot more on the last episode around the Brown family.
Yeah.
Like, what is y'all legacy going to be? Or what do you want your legacy to be when people look back and they see y'all, they say, oh, yeah, I know them. They were. What do y'all see y'all legacy be?
Trendsetters. I want it to be I wanted to be a legacy of motivating people and people being considerate of all of us and being mindful that we live selfishly, but with the intent of affecting everybody in a respectful way. I like the idea of, I had this vision of my wife and with her kids show of 100 years from now, and kids remembering her in the fashion of like Maya Angelou. Like, I want her to be remembered, and I want our family to be remembered in that kind of fashion, where it's like, hey, we're in the history books for just making people happy. You get what I mean? Like, just like representing us well and being that middle, that family that gave balance to the older generation and being mindful of the young. That's why I always refer to them. I think that group that's in the middle is missed. It's so important. And nobody's focusing on the work that needs to be done. That middle piece right there that says, I'm looking out for y'all and I'm looking out for them. I'm going to do that selfishly for everybody, for our entire culture, for everybody. That's what I want our legacy for the Brown household to be.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
When people think about us, I want them to think they did it in love and they did it free.
Did it free.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that be the trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
Love
in
and freedom.
do it in freedom.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this has been an amazing part 2 with my guy Chance, my sister Tabitha Brown. Chance, go ahead and get ready to look at that camera. Got to finish it off with Dear Black Man. All right,
Okay.
Dear Black Man, you finish that statement. Give our community something they need to hear. You've given us a lot already.
Okay.
I need one more. I need one more to
right.
close out.
Okay.
Now, before we get out of here, you guys got to remember, you got 3 things to do. You got to like the episode, you got to subscribe to the channel, and you have to share this message, because what they've said, we know that other people need to hear. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy with empowerment. Go ahead and let somebody else hear it as well. And make sure that you catch us on another episode of the Check-In with Black Menswear. It's a great episode, and I thank you both for joining us. My guy Chance, can you look at that camera? Repeat after me. Dear Black Man.
Dear Black Man, let's see each other. Let's be kind to each other. Let's speak to one another. Let's love on each other. Let's use our voices to help one another, because the people before us couldn't, and the people behind us need us to.
Straight like that. And we out of here. Come on, man. Way to drop. He dropped the mic on us on the way out. See y'all again on another episode of the Check-In with Black Menswear.